Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video to kind of go over some of the male reproductive lab stuff, just to kind of make sure that it's really clear what you guys need to do and where you need to access it. So here we are on our Canvas website. I'm going to scroll down to the reproductive system here. This may look a little different once you get here. I may have added some lectures and things like that, but I have it under the Chapter 25 labs, and then it's Lab 12 for the male reproductive system. So when you click on that, it should bring this up, so our 10 points for that. You can upload it in a file if you want to, or you can hand it in class on November 27th. So I have following these steps, so reading Lab 12, so reading the document, I have it here as a .docx and a PDF. And then you want to complete the activities in the document, including the virtual models and labeling activities and taking screenshots of the things that you have labeled on the digital slides. So also here, some activities require that you take digital pictures to verify that you did it. So if you're using the .doc here, you can just paste it and insert the pictures into there. If you're not, you can then just print them out and then turn it in with your hard copy. Or you can combine it in the same thing, combine the pictures that you take into one file and then upload that file to here, to this assignment where you can click on Submit Assignment. Or again, you can bring it to class on November 27th. So when you click on this, for me, it's going to open up this Word document here. Sorry, I'll scroll back up to the top here. So open it up here. This is a really good lab for us to do online because we don't have any materials or any safety procedures or anything. So again, you want to read through this, read through the information here. And then when you get down to here, here's exercise 1. So currently this link is not working. I'm trying to find out a way to get to this page. I think the link is just broken, so I'm going to try to figure out a way to get there. If not, I'll provide some other things. But these are just pictures of the models, as it says, unlabeled and labeled versions, so that you can go through and look at them. So I'm going to see if I can just find some other ones that I'll stick on our Canvas site for you to use. This video here, go ahead and click on that to watch it. Control click on my device here. It's a really good one. He's basically taking the model that we have in our classroom and he goes through all of the different parts of the male reproductive system. So it's basically what we would be doing in the classroom, just in a video format. And then down here, you can actually use this website. This is really, really neat. I wish I had known about this before and we could have done this all along, but you click on one of these and it's going to bring up another screen here, and then you can just label these different things, which is really neat. You just grab it from over here and then click it into place. You hear the nice ding, you know that you got it right, and then you can just do that throughout. You can click restart and start over again, and you can use this to practice over and over and over again. And all of these here are different views of the male reproductive system, and then the testes specifically and the penis specifically, but then also down here we have the female reproductive system, which may be helpful when we get to the female reproductive system also. So you want to go through and you want to make sure you label those so you know the different anatomical parts, and then complete the labeling activities down here. So in exercise 2, oh, these are the labeling activities. Sorry. When you click on this, complete these labeling activities. So it tells you which ones to do here, and then take screenshots of them as you complete it. So once you have it completed, make sure you take a screenshot so you can put the screenshot in here. It also says make sure your computer's time and date bar are visible so that I know when you did them and that you did them. And then you can insert the screenshots here, or again, you can try to insert them other ways or connect them to the document. And then exercise 2 is labeling these structures. So you can just use the simple lines up here and then just draw a simple line and then add a text box and start typing with the text box. Same thing here with this image, basically what we would normally do in class, or again, you can just print this out and you can label it by hand. Otherwise, you can just do lines, insert the different things here, and then you can add a text box and label it that way. So then down here, same thing like we would do in class, make sure you've labeled it on the drawing. You can add in here, you can type your notes on structure and function, or again, if you print it out, you can write them. Make sure that you do put notes here. You have a whole week plus to do it, so make sure that you do add some notes on the structure and the function of all of these. Then when you get down to exercise 3, this is one of the things I wanted to be, to make sure that I went over on this video, is to look at the slide. So you're going to view a slide of the blood vessels, using this image here, or this website here. So you can click here and then you go to this website and then you'll see a drop-down list. And then you can pick out this particular, to start off with, this slide that's labeled this here. So if I do go to that, here's what we come to. So it actually links to here. This is the top of the page. And then if you scroll down a little bit, you can scroll down to this. This is where you want to choose in the drop-down male reproductive system. Then what you get is this will come up after you click apply. And then you want to click on web scope. And this is what opens up. So we have the image here. It's the full image. And if you look at the file here, so it mentions that you can click on web scope and this will open up in the browser, or you can download this image scope. Here's instructions to use that, and then click on the image scope link if you prefer. And then it says to zoom in 10 to 20 times on the tissue on the bottom half of the specimen. So take a screenshot and then label the seminiferous tubule, germ cells, spermatid, interstitial cells, etc. So there's this link also that is supposed to help with. I couldn't get it to open. It just kept trying to load. I'm not sure if there's something wrong with my internet or the website itself. I'll have to keep trying to check on that. But either way, there are other images that you can look up for male reproductive histology. And then you can add your screenshots here. But what I wanted to show was if we go over here, what's really neat about this is we can zoom over here using the buttons here, the 10x or 20x as was mentioned. It takes a moment. But then up here, this is our little box. Do you see this little red thing here? And I can just take this around and we can go to different areas and then just drag it within the slide, which is really nice because we've got this really big, huge open slide here, the zoomed out image, and then we can just kind of scroll around there. Or of course you can scroll around in here just using your cursor. So you can really kind of move around very easily. And so this is what you're looking for here, and this is what you're going to need to do your image. Not necessarily this spot, you know, there's a lot of the same things going on all over the place here. So find a really nice one, maybe this is a really nice one here, and then you can label all the spermatids and all of that stuff that you need to label in this. So you can take a screenshot, and then again you can either print out the image and label it by hand, or take a screenshot and then use that to overlay then your lines with your text boxes and things like that. So that's the way that you want to use the histology slide list here. So again, just this first one's fine, the 270, and then do the web scope. So then, oops, if we go back to our lab here, so then you're going to attach the screenshots here, and then down here at the bottom, all you have to do is label the head, acrosome, and midpiece, and tail on the picture of the sperm below here. So, and then you can even look probably on here that there's some actual sperm slides perhaps, but either way, you can use your text in order to label those things as well. So that should get you through the lab. Again, that first link with the models is not working at this time, but I'm having a hard time with their website, but I'm trying to find a better link to get to this because I don't feel like it would be gone. So I'm going to take a look. But this video here is a really, really good one. Like I said, he goes over all the different parts, and then that should help you to label the different parts. And then, of course, your text has all of these images as well. But since this video is the actual model that we have in the classroom, that should be a big help for when you get into the classroom and take a look at those models. So that should do it for Lab 12. So make sure that you do read the text for the reproductive system, and then we're going to make sure that we continue on with our reproductive system talk in the classroom. So you can bring this to class with you. Again, you can either upload it online if that's easier for you, or you can bring it to the class on the 27th, and then we can take a look at it then. You know, if you have any questions, you can ask me then, or you can ask me an email ahead of time, but I'm going to collect them at the beginning of class on the 27th. And then if you have questions and you want to look at the actual models, we can talk about the actual models, but we will be talking about a lot of this, and we'll do some activities relating to the actual anatomy when we are in class again after Thanksgiving. So have fun, enjoy these interactive quizzes. I think these are pretty fantastic here, so I hope they're helpful. And email me if you have any questions, or you can text me on the Remind app, and I will be available throughout the whole break. So I hope you have a fantastic break, and I'll see you guys in class after the break.